Hey guys, welcome to the 7 days of movement. What I want to invite you guys to do on these 7 days is to just show up for yourself within this movement series. It is not going to be a difficult movement series. It's going to be an entry level. We're going to work through all the parts of the body that you can strengthen, and then also we're going to work with a bit of hip mobility and all of that. For today, I want to invite you to become aware and connected to your body. We will do a breathing exercise now. And also what I want to do is a warm-up. So this is my go-to warm-up. It's warming up into the spine, getting the spinal fluid moving, starting to engage into the muscles that support the body, and just getting an all-around warm-up in all the joints and getting mobile, so getting that blood flowing as well. Okay, you can change the warm-ups as you go, and if you're doing a different exercise, you can change your warm-up as well. But what I want to invite you to do mainly today on day one is to become aware and more connected with your body as you move. So a lot of the time we just go with the flow, as in we get told to do, you must go fast, you must work hard, you must push. But we never slow down to actually ask ourselves and listen to what our body actually needs. So what I invite you to do today and start doing today, and just start listening to that little inner voice that tells you, yes, I need this today, or no, I don't. And also, there's a fine line between your mind going, no, I don't want to do this today, I'm too tired, and your body going, no, I can't do this today, I actually just want to move slower, faster, whatever it is, or I can do this, I've got energy, let me go for a run instead of doing Pilates, or I think I'm going to skip the run today, let me do Pilates or yoga, or let me dance around. You know, movement is not just this rigid thing. Adding movement into your day is finding movement within yourself. Does that mean dancing around your kitchen? Does it mean maybe dancing around when you're cleaning the house, if that's all the time you have? Okay, so I want to invite you to change how you perceive movement and exercise. I use the term movement because exercise to me is this rigid. A lot of people go, I don't like exercise, I don't like going to the gym. So let's change that. Make it a movement instead of an exercise. Okay, it is a practice. That's why it's called a yoga practice or Pilates practice. You have to practice and be consistent in order to grow and find where your body needs to strengthen, find where your body needs to lose tension. So you need to show up for yourself. And the only way we can find out how to show up for ourselves is to go inside. So movement is a very external thing, but to find that intuitive movement, we really have to tune in towards ourselves and actually really ask ourselves, what do we need? And be patient, because it's not just going to come to you and be like, okay, today I need this. Some days that mind is going to tell you, I don't want to do this. And you're going to be like, you know what, I actually don't want to do this. But how do you get past that mind and into the body? Closing the eyes, taking a few deep breaths, and asking yourself and asking your body what it needs is the best and simplest way I can explain to you, but it does take some practice. And then test it out. So on the days that you feel that, you know, today I just need something slower or I need something faster, listen to your body and what you think in the beginning, what you think it may be telling you, and go for that movement. Do that movement and see how it fulfills you. And if it doesn't work for you, maybe you're like, oh, what did I miss? Okay, what did I really want to do? What did I really need? So the only way that we can start figuring out how to tune into that inner voice of what we need is to actually practice it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to do a small exercise, closing our eyes, taking a few deep breaths and just going within, and then we will go into the warm-up. Okay, so just sit here, tall back, straight up. If you struggle to sit up here, you can literally put yourself up against the wall. You can sit on your bum, you can lie down if that's where you want to be. You can even stand up if that's where you want to be. Let's work, let's start listening to that inner voice of what we need. Okay, so just melting the shoulders down. You're going to take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, just let your eyelids close. and melt that tension out of your shoulders. So as you inhale the first time through your nose now, deep breath all the way down into the belly. And as you exhale, just release any tension that you feel that is in your body, that you can feel that you can release now with that exhale, anything that doesn't serve you in this moment. If thoughts come in, that's absolutely fine. Just acknowledge them and let them pass. The thought process is totally natural. Don't try and force the thoughts to stop. Just allow them to come in and out, okay? And inhale for 2. Deep breath, and as you exhale, let out any tension. Just tune in, see how the body's feeling. Maybe you're tight a little bit in, back, lower back, hips, maybe as you're sitting here, knees. Just check in, see where there's points of tension in your body, and maybe some part in your body feels great. So also notice the positives as you're sitting here. Inhale. And exhale, let it all out. And as you sit here now, just make sure there's no tension in your body. Just relax it and come back to your normal breathing, keeping your eyes closed. I want you to notice yourself from the inside out. So notice your being on the inside. And just feel how your outer body, your outer shell feels. If there's a space where there may be tension, if there's a space where you maybe need to move into a little bit, so maybe you need to adjust. Movement is how we release stuff. And just notice, how are you feeling? What are you feeling? What are the reasons you may be feeling that way? What happened in your day? Is it something someone said? Is it something that happened? Is it something that's out of your control? How can you bring those into your workout today? How can you bring those into your movements today to release it? So just notice all of those things that may be popping up. And as you go, just notice, don't hold on to them, just notice what may come up and what might not. See if there's anything you can release before it even starts to become too rigid and turmoil inside. And then from there, once you feel a little bit calmer and noticing how you feel and why frustrations, or maybe even it's joy or happiness, just remember there's the positive, more positive emotions, and then you may have your more negative emotions. I don't believe in good and bad. It's just they're there to tell us something. And once we start acknowledging them, we can start working through them to move out of that and move into our purpose. And now from there, I want you to take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, release all of that. And now I want you to ask yourself, what type of movement do I need today? Just listen for the answers. If it's going, I'm a bit tired, I don't really feel like moving, ask yourself why. Ask yourself what's happening. And listen. It doesn't have to be a fast, sped up process. Slow it down. It's like that inner child, that child that's not being heard. That's what happens within us when we don't listen to what we truly need and we truly want. Okay, so just take that moment. It might not come to you right now. You might be like, well, I need to do this because I ate this. So if you have any of those thoughts, just change the narrative. Go, you know what, I did eat this, but I enjoyed it and I ate it slowly and mindfully and I tasted it. And if that wasn't the case, that's okay too. You know, that's a whole different subject. But just go, okay, what do I need to do to move? What's the reason why I ate like that? What emotions came up and that's the reason I ate like that? So just slow it down, okay? We don't move to punish, we move to nourish. So what nourishing movement do you need? And this Closing your eyes, keeping them closed. Take another deep inhale, see if you notice anything there. If not, it's okay. You can just go and move. Just make sure you do some type of movement. Even if it's slow walking, slow dancing, a little bit of Pilates, whatever it is, just make sure you do some movement, because as you move, the energy and the emotions can move through the body. Okay, and then see if maybe that's what you needed. Okay. When you're ready, just take an inhale, exhale, let it all out again. And you can slowly come back to the room and open your eyes. See how you feel, okay? Trust that inner voice. And you can do this every day before you move. So even though this 7-day challenge is, I'm going to show you a little bit of ways that you can move and go into strength instead of tension, and find mobility, which I believe is so much more important than how much you can push, if you can push a heavy car or whatever. So mobility is and strength and balance is what I'm working with. Obviously if you want to go and be a bodybuilder, like I say, that's a whole different game. But still, I still believe you need to in tune with your body. Okay, listen to what it needs. Does it need rest? Does it need movement? Does it need explosive? Does it need slow? Does it need fun? Okay, so these are all the aspects that you want to take in when you're going into movement and adding movement into your day. And make it fun. Make it something that's enjoyable, especially if you have an aversion to exercise. Make it something that is enjoyable. Okay, from here we're going to stand up slowly, especially if you have low blood pressure, stand up slowly. And we're just going to do a warm-up, a simple one. Just feel how the body changes as you do it. And then we go carry on with our day. Slowly stand up for me. Okay, I'm just going to face the diagonal line so you can kind of see what we're doing. You're going to stand tall, mount the shoulders down, and I just want you to feel like I'm pulling you from a string from the top of the head, so you're making space. You're making space in the body, we're not just sinking down. So activate those muscles that are going to support the spine. Okay, toes are facing forward, knees are facing forward, hands are down by your sides. You're going to inhale through the nose here, and you're going to exhale, bring your chin to your chest, soften into the knees. And exhale, roll it down, knees soft, so that you're not just stretching into the hamstrings, you're actually warming up into your spine. Inhale at the bottom, and exhale, pull that belly button up, so it supports the spine as you roll up here. Shoulders down and away from the ears, inhale. And exhale, bring the chin to the chest, roll it down, knees are soft. Inhaling at the bottom, check that you're not holding onto your neck here. So make sure you're looking down and releasing and making space. And exhale, scoop belly button up, tuck the pubic bone forward and roll. And just feel how your body's feeling. So inhale there, exhale, chin to chest, roll it down. So you might only get to here, that's so okay. See if you can get a little bit further each time. Check if there's any tension you need to move out. Inhale and exhale, scoop it up. And as you're doing this, your spinal fluid gets to move. Your vertebrae gets to have space between them. Roll it down. Inhale, exhale. Your abdominals are supporting the spine. So especially if you've been sitting a lot, or if you're tight, or maybe you've been sick, this might be tight all the way along the back side of the body. Just work with your body. Every day will be different. Scoop it up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, roll it down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, scoop it up. Shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale. And last one, exhale, turn to chest, roll it down. So this is flexion of the spine. And your spine is your lifeline. Okay, so being a Pilates practitioner, spine is your lifeline. It's got all your nerves in it, everything comes from the spine. If the spine isn't mobile, everything else tends to suffer as well. Okay, so we're now going to go into lateral flexion of the spine. So facing forward, whichever is your forward, you're going to interlace your fingers, hands behind your head. Slide those shoulder blades down the back, keep the ribs closed. So I want you to imagine you're going between 2 walls and you're shooting rainbows out the top of your head. Okay, so you're going to inhale, lift up and over, slide the shoulder blades down the back. and you're getting this lateral flexion. So you want to lift first before you go over. You don't just want to drop. So you're making space. Inhale up and over, and exhale, narrowing into the waist. Use that oblique to lift you up. Inhale up and over, and exhale. So also move into your range. You might be a little bit tighter, and this is where you go. Watch out you're not bending into your legs as you do it. Exhale, coming back, taking that tension out of the shoulders and the neck. Inhale over, exhale, bringing it back, and inhale. So into that lateral flexion, moving into the spine, finding the support and the connection in the abdominals to support the spine in this movement. Let's go to 3 more. And exhale, bringing it back. Last 2. Just make sure you're even. Okay, imagine you're sliding between those 2 walls, so careful you're not twisting into your body. And exhale, bringing it back, and then we're going into rotation. So melt those shoulders down and away. You're going to take an inhale here, and you're going to exhale, rotate, deepen it, bring it back to the center. And exhale, rotate, deepen it, bring it back. You're focusing on keeping the hips facing forward. So almost imagine that you're sending your hips in the opposite direction, and it's like you're wringing out a cloth, so that movement comes from your waist. Be aware that you're not moving from your knees or your ankles. So keeping those hips facing forward, finding that rotation in the spine and the waist. Making space, so growing tall, melting the shoulders down and away. And this rotation movement is amazing for your digestion as well. Okay, so getting the organs moving and along each other, getting the digestive system moving as well. Okay, last one. Just be even, bring the hands down, place your hands into your hips. We're going to rise up onto our toes, means we're warming up into our feet, into our calves, into our ankles. Okay, so getting that mobility as well. But I almost want you to think that you're levitating, so you're more lifting from here than just lifting up and down onto your feet. Okay, so toes facing forward, your weight is even, big toe, baby toe, and heel as your heels are down. Grow a tall belly button in, mount the shoulders down and away, and from there you're going to lift up onto the toes, keep the weight even, big toe, baby toe, pull those ankle bones in towards each other, and then inhale, come down. Exhale, coming up, find that pause, find that balance, and inhale, come down. It's a bit wobbly there. Exhale, inhale down, grow tall, pull that pelvic floor up towards, so you're almost lifting from here, like I'm pulling you from a string from the top of your head, and then resist the down. So it's not just in the feet, and you're not just coming like this. Okay, activate it, bring the mind to the body. Where can you connect a little bit deeper? Where can you use your breath a little bit more to find that balance? And scrunching your toes, lengthening into the toes. And just breathe, exhale. Your ankles are getting mobility here. And let's go 3 more. And 2 more, belly button in, lift up. Last one. And you can do that one in external rotation as well, turning the hips up pretty much 45 degrees, so corners of the rooms. Don't go too wide. And then same thing, up and down, keeping that weight even, big toe, baby toe. And exhale, lift pelvic floor, inhale down, and exhale. And let's go 3 more. And 2. You can do as many as you like, as many as you want. And 1. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of balancing and a little bit of releasing the hips as well. So you're going to take your weight onto whichever foot you choose. Soften into the other knee. Lift tall first. So watch out that you don't end up standing like this. You want to make space, push those hips back so your joints are stacked one on top of the other. Okay, shift your weight over to your one leg. Lift your knee up. If you struggle, you can be against the wall if you want to. If you struggle to lift your leg up, you can grab behind your leg here. Instead of saying falling over. Otherwise, you're grabbing the knee and you're lifting up and you're squeezing, and I want you to feel that compression in your hip. Okay, finding the balance, untucking the toes, melting the shoulders down. Feel that compression. Slowly come down, and then other side left. Take your weight over to the other foot. Lift up. Squeeze, grow tall, belly button towards the spine. Feel that compression in the hip. And you can repeat that as many times as you like on both legs. And then I just want you to take your legs wide. So this is going into like a squat, but I don't want you to make it forceful like a squat. I just want you to open up into those hips. So take your legs wide, turn them out, shoulders are down. You can take your arms out if you want to, and you're just going to bend down and push up. So what I want you to think about is a straight line from the top of the head to the tailbone. So as you're bending down, you're staying with a straight spine. Watch out you're not bending down and pushing the head forward. Okay, so you've got that straight line, tailbone going straight down to the floor, and just opening up into the hips. Do another 2 like that. Oh, that's good. Last one, you're going to hold it down for me. Shoulders down and away, and I want you to place your hands on your knees, and I just want you to push that knee open, shoulder down, belly button in, and then come through to the other side. Push, feeling how your body's feeling, getting the blood flowing. Last one each side. Push, straightening into the arm, pushing the knee backwards, and last one up and over. Slowly coming up. Heel toe feet together. And that's a nice warm-up just to get the blood flowing, get the movement starting, and then you can go into any routine that you wish. Okay, if you feel like you need to be a bit warmer, doing more of a warm-up, you can add to that as well. This is just your simple basic one, getting the blood flowing, tuning into your body, seeing how you feel on that day, where you might have a bit of tension, where it changed and shifted from the day before. So just start taking note and start being aware of how you feel as you're moving, what you did yesterday, and know that every day is slightly different due to circumstances. If you're a lady, it could be because of where you are in your cycle. Maybe you didn't sleep well the night before. Maybe you have a bit of sinuses, so your balance may be a bit off. So tune into your body every time and every day before you do a movement routine, so that you can show up for yourself in the way that you need. Thank you guys, that's it for day